welcome, Murakazanesa, and herzlich willkommen to our podcast Reduce, Reuse, Rethink, Sustainability in Rwanda and Germany, where we talk about challenges and solutions of sustainable cities and communities, intercultural exchange, and other interesting things.
I'm Dede, I'm part of Ejo-connect Rwanda, and today we are going to talk about experiences of the German group in Rwanda as they have spent 2 weeks there, and we're going to hear from different participants and their impressions. Now I am with Francisca and Louisa. So, hello Francisca.
Hello.
Hello Louisa.
Hi.
So I want you to introduce yourself in 2 sentences and tell us the connection, how you got to come in this program.
I'm studying in Mainz. I study geography and music for becoming a teacher in secondary school. I did a voluntary service in Rwanda after my Abitur, and that's why I'm connected to Rwanda, and I'm very happy to be part of Ejo-connect and to know pretty cool people.
Oh, hello Louisa.
Hi. So I also study geography. I finished this year and I was always interested in working together with other people, and then my sister did a voluntary service here in Rwanda for a year and I visited her for 10 days. And before I went to a meeting of Ejo-connect and was really excited, and I liked how the people are participating so much in the culture and are so interested still. And that really excited me as well. And after I went back from Rwanda from the visit, I stayed in the Ejo-connect group.
Okay, I think you had very great experiences, and I want to know what made you laugh in this journey. So I'm going to start with Louisa again.
One thing that made me laugh a lot and I also liked a lot was when we visited people in the rural area where we got to know their way of working, and they did some agriculture and some agriculture with fish ponds included, and they greet us so nicely and they sang a song for us, and in the end, when we went away, we thought we need to do something for them as well. So we thought about German songs we all know, and then we just came up with a birthday song and we really sang a German birthday song really loudly, and they were clapping and enjoying it so much, but they didn't understand a word. We were all having so much fun, and yeah, that was really a bonding experience for me and really made me laugh a lot.
Francisca, can you tell us yours?
For me, I thought of just smaller conversations, for example in a bus or at tables when we are having lunch or dinner together, when we're just talking about anything and then anyone dropped any comment on something and we just started laughing. And also one situation we were just surprising some people, and they didn't know that we are 22 people coming out of a bus because they expected that we are just 5. And the whole situation was so funny because they also came out of their house with their plates because they're having dinner, and it was just so funny.
Oh, I think it was hilarious. But I have one other question for you. So what made you rethink your perspective? You can start with Francisca.
So for me, actually, it was the Richard Kant Museum, which we visited. I have already been there when I've been in Rwanda for my voluntary service, but this time I recognized another time that Germany also has a history of colonization, and that colonialization is just going into another country and telling them how to do, even though they already know how to do daily things and other stuff. And it really made me rethink why people just think they could go into another country and telling them how to do things and just decide where borders go without asking the people what has already been there.
Louisa, can you just say something to make you rethink?
Yes, sure. It's also a little bit maybe connected also to colonialism, because there are still some post-colonial structures I realized a lot related to white privilege that's still existing, and our currency is somehow so much more worth in other countries, and that, for example, our group, the German group, will stay for a week longer and do some holidays here in Rwanda, and we are thinking about where to go, and actually everything is cheaper than in Germany, traveling wise or hotel wise, and we are just having a good time. But then when you get into talks with people and you realize, okay, like if the Rwandan team is coming to Germany, because the currency is so different, everything will be like 4 times the amount like you would pay here. So that is something that made me really rethink our privilege, but not really, I don't really like the word privilege because it's like a really negative thing and it really makes so much inequalities with people and also with friendships sometimes. And that was really stood out for me and made me rethink the whole project. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And what is your take-home message? Tell us like one sentence to everyone.
Okay, one sentence. I try. When people work together, being respectful and communicate clearly to each other, I think people can do things which they have never expected to happen.
Okay, thank you very much, Francisca. Louisa?
Yes, like in one sentence, I think it's difficult, but I would relate it to the thing I said before. I would say be aware of your surroundings and also about the people you are with and what their backgrounds are.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for giving us your time. Bye. I'm with Marlene and Felix. Hello, Felix.
Hallo Dede.
Hello, Marlene.
Hi.
Can you present yourself in 2 sentences, Marlene?
So my name is Marlene. I live in Berlin and I study social science there. And I was actually in Kigali 2020 already because I was a volunteer of the partnership between Rwanda and Rwanda and Panathinaike in the office in Kigali for 1 year.
Felix?
I'm Felix. I'm student at the University of Potsdam in the area of politics and administration. And during my stay in Rwanda 2021, in the context of the voluntary service, I've got in touch with the Jumelage partnership between Rwanda and Palatinate and Rwanda. And that's my actual connection to this country.
Good. So what was your first thought when you came out of the plane? Marlene?
So as I said, I've been living in Rwanda for 1 year, so I call it somehow my second home. So when I saw all the hills from the plane and you can see all the lights on the hills, it's just super beautiful. And I think I just thought, oh, this is actually Kigali. And then we came closer and then from the plane you could see the first motor and I was just like incredibly happy to be back.
Wow. Felix?
I was also overwhelmed with feelings and emotions, I think, because seeing the city from above, from outside the airplane, I was already so curious to see how the city has changed and how the city is now 2 years later. And it was a very great moment for me.
Wow, I think it was like a great experience for you. So what will be your take-home message from this project and this journey?
I think it was really special that we prepared and implemented this project as one team in which there are Rwandans and Germans. And I think we realized that there are different approaches on how to organize things and how to plan things, but we can learn a lot from each other and not one of the approaches is the right way to do it, but we can learn a lot in collaborating and working together as one team.
Felix?
Adding on what Marlene has already said, I would say that you have to keep in mind that the conditions in both countries are very different and actually the conditions in every country. And I think this shows that there is not one solution for example, sustainability issues, but there are many. Nevertheless, it is so important that different countries learn from each other and collaborate. And I think this is a good path to achieve the SDG 11.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm with Emily. Hello, Emily.
Hello, Dede.
So can you introduce yourself in 2 sentences?
Of course I can. I'm Amelie and I'm a student for nutrition science in Fulda. It's a small city in Germany. And I'm part of Teams Up because in this moment I'm part of Ejo-connect Germany, and before I was also part of Ejo-connect Rwanda somehow because there was an exchange group I took part of when I did my volunteer service in Rwanda.
Okay, so what would you like to take to Germany after this project?
I would like to take with me that also when sometimes it was very difficult and we had many things to do and it felt like we couldn't manage all the things in one day and also all the organization stuff, but at least because we are a big group and everybody has the things he can take part of and to help us to get to this aim. So we already did it and as group we can do a lot.
Yeah, I think it was like a learning and growing session for you. So what will you miss when you go back to Germany?
When I go back to Germany, I will miss the time we had together as big group, the possibility to get a lot of new informations and only talking with someone. It was always very nice. And yeah, now we are like one group. So I'm looking forward that the Rwandan group is also coming to Germany and we will spend 2 more weeks together. And I also will miss the food because it's so good. Especially like cooking bananas and all the fresh fruits.
So, what will be your take-home message?
That also when sometimes things seems like it's difficult and you can't manage, but when you're communicating with the others and everybody has responsibilities, you can do it and everything is possible.
Thank you very much, Emily. Now I'm with Jill and Greta. Hello, Greta.
Hello.
Hello, Jill.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Greta. I'm studying geography in Bonn and I'm with Ejo-connect in Rwanda.
You, Jill.
Hi, my name is Jill. I'm studying Science of Education and Anthropology in Mainz, and I was working for Jumelage in Mainz for 2 years.
Can you say your connection to the project?
Yes, I was in Rwanda the last year because of the partnership of Rhineland-Palatinate and Rwanda, and I had a chance to visit conservation and education projects, and I was really impressed by the country and its peoples. For example, the engagement for equal rights for women. So in the parliament of Rwanda there are 61% of women, more than in any other country. And the banning of plastic bags is really impressive. So when I was back in Germany, I really wanted to get involved with the partnership, so I became a part of Ejo-connect.
Okay, thank you. So you became a part of Ejo-connect because you wanted to connect with the environment and make it like a good place for everyone. So I want to know, how was it for you to be like in another country, in another culture? Yeah?
For me, being in a different culture is being able to learn about myself and experience different kind of lifestyles and living environments.
Okay, so different living environments. Greta?
For me, it was also a really enriching experience. And I think also, like Jill said, you can learn a lot even about your own culture. And as we visited a cooperative in the rural area, it was really interesting because they welcomed us with a song and with dancing. And in Germany, we usually don't do this. But I think it was really nice and I felt really welcomed. And I think even we should do it sometime in Germany because it's really connecting people and bringing people together. And it's a nice atmosphere.
So for you, it was like a welcoming environment. Can you tell us like your take-home message for this journey? What can you tell the people? We start with Jill.
Well, my message is travel to Rwanda. It's a country full of surprisings and definitely worth a visit.
Okay, Greta?
I would say it's really interesting to see how people can work together if they have the same goal. And I think for me it really points out that we have to work together in this globalized world because we have to tackle global problems, and so we must work together. And this project just showed me that it is possible to do it.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, and we see each other soon. Now I'm with Mathilde and Jacqueline, and they are one of the participants in the project. Hello, Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello, Mathilde.
Hi.
Can you do an introduction of yourself, maybe in 2 sentences?
Yeah, hi, my name is Mathilde. I'm a student from Germany. I study anthropology and German literature. I was here before. I was in Kigali before last year. And yeah, I'm really happy to be participating in this project again. And it's a good possibility to connect with Rwandese youth. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline. I'm 21 years old and I'm also part of the Ejo-connect Germany. And I was also 2 years ago in Rwanda, so I was in Ruhango.
Okay, so Jacqueline, what surprised you when you came to Rwanda and or maybe the culture exchange?
I was actually surprised about how Kigali rising up, and I was not surprised, but I was really happy to know the other group, so the Rwandan group.
Okay, Mathilde?
Yeah, actually, I was going to say the same. I was really surprised by how Kigali changed within a few months. New buildings, new things everywhere, but then at the same time, things that I just knew before. And I was surprised by the way we quickly connected with each other. The vibe was immediately there within Germans and Rwandese, and we were just laughing together. And yeah, that really surprised me that it went really quickly and it was a lot of fun.
So Mathilde, what was your highlight so far?
Okay, I think my highlight so far was the trip to Kibuye. It was, first it was really tiring because we took a lot of time to get there by bus, and we arrived and we saw Lake Kivu and we went to the museum, and then we went to do a boat tour, which was really my personal highlight. It was a lot of fun and we enjoyed, and it was really a good time from kind of the stressful program that we've had so far.
So Jackie?
So for me, it's the same, but also highlight was the eco-plastic recycling fabric, because I never saw it before, how to recycle all the plastics. So that was also a surprise for me and a highlight too.
So in summary, it was like a journey for surprises for you. Yeah. So what can be your take-home message?
I think a take-home message is just how easy we can just connect, especially within the youth. And actually, we are not that different. Like, we always talk about cultural exchange and we have to talk about our differences and the different lives we live. But at the same time, I just realized that we're all pretty similar to each other. We're all young and we have a lot of things to talk about, to laugh about. And I always remember this.
Yes, so for me it's actually the same, and I will take home also maybe the part of sustainability, so that I can think more about how I can be sustainable in some
Of activities. So I will thank you for your time and see you soon, I guess.
Thank you, too. See you soon.
Thank you very much. See you.
And finally, I'm with Aline. Hello, Aline. Can you introduce yourself briefly and tell us how you got to join this project?
Hello, my name is Aline Heitz and I'm a student for social science, migration and journalism, and I'm 23 years old. I joined Ejo-connect Rwanda in 2021, and after, when I went back to Germany, to where I come from, I joined Ejo-connect Germany.
So how was it for you being in another culture?
For me, it was really interesting being in another country. It was somehow challenging, but it was more fun than challenging. I really liked earning new experiences and just learning how other people live far from my home. It was an amazing time and amazing experience.
Good. Can you tell us one thing which led you to rethink your perspective you had before?
I think the changing my perspective started with the process of preparation before I came to Rwanda. So just to rethink, and I think there's not one thing which really made me rethink, but I think the whole process, learning, talking to people, talking to many people and asking many questions about everything. And so I think because when you connect to others, you change your perspective.
Interesting. So what is your take-home message?
My take-home message is maybe connected to this. So just, go out, talk about other things, and then you will learn from them and they will learn from you.
Thank you very much, Aline, for your time, and see you soon. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today and for sharing experiences and moments in Rwanda. And also, thank you for listening and for your time. If you liked it, please remember to share. Bye-bye, murabeho, and bis bald.
Thank you so much, all of you, for sharing your valuable insights on our podcast today. And a heartfelt thank you to all our listeners for joining us and investing your time with us. If you found today's episode insightful, don't hesitate to share it with your friends and spread the knowledge. And now stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll delve into the experiences of the Rwandan team members exploring the German country and culture. It will get really interesting because they will share their insights with us, where they saw similarities with Rwanda, but also their reflection about cultural shocks arriving and experiencing the German culture. Until then, take care, auf Wiedersehen, murabeho, and we are looking forward to having you with us again soon.